Hi everyone, and welcome to Hosting with Susanna, where I help you create beautiful parties and fun gatherings to bring people together. Today we're making my Sublimely special cereal cookies. This is a delicious treat if you're doing my Totally Buggin' party, which is a clueless fan-inspired parody party. And if you've been watching any of the videos for the menu of this party, then you're probably going to hear me say the same thing over again, where my inspiration for this cookie came from Cher and Dion walking to PE class, and Cher is talking about how she feels like such a heifer, and then she starts listing off what she ate that day, which was Special K, turkey bacon, peanut butter M&Ms, popcorn, and licorice. So all of those things you're gonna find sprinkled throughout the menu for this party, and this is where you're gonna find our Special K cereal. So here's what you're gonna need to make these delicious cookies. We're gonna need 1 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of flaxseed, 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1 egg, and 5 tablespoons of unsalted butter. We're gonna need 2 cups of a toasted rice cereal. I obviously use Special K because that's the one that Cher specifically eats. 3/4 cups of brown sugar packed, 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Okay, so we're gonna start out by getting a big gallon-sized bag and filling it with our 2 cups of toasted rice cereal. We're gonna zip that up, and we're gonna start smushing it with our hands. We just wanna get all of our cereal to be a little tinier chunks than what it is right now. So this is how we want it, something like this, where it's not all crumbs, but it's also not like big whole flakes. So like this is good, just a little bit smaller. Now we can set that aside. Now take a medium-sized bowl, and we're gonna mix together our all-purpose flour, our baking soda, our flaxseed, our cinnamon, and our salt. Now we're just gonna whisk all these ingredients together until they're well combined. Okay, now we can set this aside as well. Okay, now in our mixer, we're gonna combine our butter and our granulated sugar and brown sugar and cream it all together. Okay, we'll add our butter, our brown sugar, and our granulated sugar. And now we're gonna go ahead and mix this together with an electric mixer on a medium speed.
Also, while we're mixing this, I want to note to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, now that's all nice and creamed together, we're gonna go ahead and add our egg, and we'll add our vanilla extract. And then we're gonna go ahead and continue mixing it on a medium speed until all of this is well combined together. Okay, now that all of that is all creamed together and well combined, we're gonna go ahead and add in our flour mixture. And now that our flour mixture is all added, we're gonna continue to mix it together at a low speed until everything's well combined. And as needed, go ahead and scrape the sides of your bowl just to make sure that everything is getting well mixed together. And now we're gonna go ahead and mix in our little chunks of toasted rice cereal, aka Special K. Okay, and go ahead and continue to mix this now at like a low to medium speed. Okay, our dough looks great now. It's all creamed together. We're ready to start rolling it into little balls. Okay, and then go ahead and get a baking sheet that's lined with parchment paper. And I am gonna get just a little bit of flour for my hands so that the dough doesn't stick to them. And now we're ready to take little chunks that are just small, about a tablespoon size. And go ahead and make a cute little ball. And then we're just gonna flatten it a little bit with the palm of our hands. And then make sure to have your cookies about 2 inches spread apart. Okay, so now that our baking sheet is full, we're going to go ahead and pop these in the oven. As I mentioned earlier, our oven is set at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to bake these for about 13 to 15 minutes or until the edges are golden brown. So let's get to baking. Okay, our cookies are fresh out of the oven. We're going to go ahead and put them on a cooling rack so that they can cool down until they're at an acceptable temperature to eat without burning your mouth. And once they're all cooled down, all that's left to do is enjoy them. That is so delicious, and I love the extra little crunch you get from the Special K cereal. I hope you and your guests love them. See you next time.